What's up, guys? This is Grip Paranormal, and today we are at one of the spots that we had originally told you that we wanted to come and revisit. Today we're at the Mercy Brown grave. It's in Exeter, Rhode Island.
So yeah, when me and Troy came here about a year ago, we came here one night, like he said, without recording, and we had some crazy activity. And we were astonished, so we decided to come back the next day with Tyler, and we did record that night. We recorded twice here, and nothing happened. I think when we first got here, we got Edward, and that was it. Nothing else happened out of it. But Mercy's story, especially in Rhode Island, is so well known, and everybody in Rhode Island really knows her story for really one specific reason.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, actually, Mercy Brown was accused of being a vampire. She was accused of basically leeching the life of her family and feeding off of them, which, again, ridiculous. So we're actually here today to find out the true story from Mercy herself, to see if maybe she can tell us what actually happened.
Her whole family got sick around the same time. Her mother, her grandparents, and even her younger brother Edward, who we do know. Basically, they all got either the yellow fever or the chicken pox. It's one or the other, but in the early 1800s, in the mid 1800s as well, it was such a deadly disease, when in today's world, all you need is a vaccine and you won't even get affected by it. Mercy Brown was the only person in her entire family to be completely healthy. And because of that, because of the whole accusations with the witch trials back in the 1600s, people assumed, okay, if everybody else is sick and this person's perfectly fine, there has to be something up with them. Yeah. And that's when they created the whole vampire persona. They took her heart and threw it in these woods just over here. And with that being said, once her heart was ripped out, they buried her in this tomb actually right behind us. And they noticed over time with her fingernails, her hair, and her skin still began to grow and shed. And when you're a dead body, that doesn't happen. So that just even led to the more of the story of she was a vampire. This is why this happens. And she was the first person in human history to that point to be recorded of that happening to them. And actually in today's world, it's very common.
We'd really appreciate it if you guys liked, subscribed, shared the video with everyone you know, and just showed us some love.
We do this for you guys, and also this video is going to be dropping Saturday at 2 p.m. Be sure for next week, our second part Pierce Mansion video, when me and Tyler and Chase went, that is going to be next Friday at 2 p.m. So stay in tune and let's investigate. Let's investigate. All right, guys, so the equipment that we're going to be running with tonight, we have the spirit box that John Huntington offered to us. We have the SB7, we have a speaker with the aux cable. Thank you, Tyler. We have one cam light here, another one's already hooked up to the camera. Our REM pod, the Olympus EVP, which you guys see all around the channel. The drone that actually got all the drone shots for us, DJI Mavic. If you guys are interested in doing it, please be sure to get yourself a drone. And some HyperX Cloud headphones, because best quality for gaming might as well be the best quality for paranormal, right?
Well, you know, I wouldn't say HyperX is the best for gaming.
Okay. What do we want to do first for our first little experiment or investigation bit?
Well, honestly, I really want to take this REM pod and kind of just like place it away from us, so that while we're investigating, mainly over here, I want to see if maybe something will walk towards us, and
yeah, definitely
to record that.
Yeah, that would be nice. So you thinking, so if we're going to be over here towards the grave itself, do we want to set it up like maybe in the road? Because up there is where all of her family is.
Yeah, I'd say if they were going to make a direct line, they'd come this way. So probably place it
like right about here?
Right around there. Yeah, probably right there. I think it's a good idea.
And we do have a new battery in the REM pod as well, so a lot of the stuff that you guys have seen from our channel, the REM pod kind of freaking out, going crazy for a long period of time, there is a spirit messing with it, but because the spirit's messing with it a lot, sometimes the REM pod kind of makes it go a little bit longer than it should. So fresh battery, fresh content, and you know, it's gonna come out clean.
This is the general area of where all of Mercy Brown's family is currently buried. You will notice that there is a headstone for Mercy Brown herself, which is actually right here. But she's actually buried in that tomb over there, which is mainly where we're going to be investigating today. Yep. But you know, she gets a lot of love from people. You know, obviously people leave her a lot of flowers, and they just show their respects to her.
Yeah, Mercy Brown, if I'm not wrong, I'm gonna get a flashlight on this just so I can really see how old she was. She was 19 years old. Wow. Yeah. She died, I believe it says January 12th of 1892. And I mean, that really just goes to show really how young they would put these people like for persecution and put them in courts.
I mean, so any age. How old were the girls at Salem Witch?
Some of them were
16.
16. But
Yeah.
you know, you would think since the 1600s times would change, you know, and it goes to show. I mean, it's about to be the 1900s.
Yeah.
In that time.
Turn of the century, basically.
So
even
yeah.
things like that, like witchcraft, I'm sure was still huge in 1800s. You know, we didn't have the technology that we have nowadays back in the 1900s. And you know, people believed in weirdest things. You know, people left, what was it, for vampires, they'd leave garlic out to stop them. They believed that a stake to the heart would forever destroy a vampire.
Right.
And it's just, it goes to show how much we've advanced as a culture and as a people.
Definitely.
Because we no longer, you know, believe in those things. Some may argue that the cryptid vampires still exist, but we've yet to catch one on video.
And there are cults, you know, there are cults that surround themselves with Satanists, that surround themselves with the vampire way and the witchcraft way.
Yeah.
But in today's world, they would not be drowned or hung.
No,
or
no.
have rocks stacked on top of them.
Well, I mean, we met a vampire.
Oh yeah,
we met a vampire at the not the U.S. Salem, at the Hawthorne.
Hawthorne, yeah.
Yeah, we met a vampire.
You guys remember that video? The crazy lady that was following us?
So that's the kind of vampires we get nowadays.
I think this is her daughter of George A. Mary Brown. So maybe this was Mary's. Was this?
No, this was Mercy's sister, probably.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, so this must have been Mercy's sister, Mary. So Mary died in 1881. So she was 20 years old, 1861 to 1881. She died June 6th, born February 7th. Yeah, so 20 years old. And that was of sickness that I know of. So her whole family, basically her whole family was sick around the same time, and they all died roughly around the same time period and same age.
Like a 2-year gap in between or something, but they all roughly passed away right around the same time.
Yeah, and I believe her brother as well, Edward. That's George T. Brown, 1842 to 1992. So he might have been the father, actually. 1840, or he must have been a father, like an uncle or something. 1842 to 1922. So it looks like he was okay.
He lived longer than everyone else. Huh.
Maybe it's like a distant cousin or something like that. That's why he survived. Because I know it was her mother, father, and brother. So these graves, 1884, born in 1817. And then back there it says 1983. And then the one back there, Barbara L. Main, 2006. So the family is still strong. It's still alive. So that's actually really cool to see. So what was over here? World War veteran. So it looks like Reuben was a World War veteran. He died in 1985, same as his wife, actually. Wow. And then over here you have Barbara L. Main. But her maiden name must be Brown.
It must be.
1928 to 2006. Was that?
She passed
78?
relatively recently.
Yeah, so that's 78 years old.
Relatively recently, but
Definitely.
to us.
Daughter of George. Yeah. Daughter of George, yeah, so that's the father.
So that must be,
So George.
So Mary's the sister.
So George, okay, so George was the father, so George survived.
Yeah, okay. George survived later on. So it was her sister, and then her brother was Edward. That's what it was.
Right. Wait, but that doesn't make sense, because George T. Brown, she was born in 1861. This George was born in 1842. So he must have been 19 years old when he had his kids.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, that was a thing back then. You know, the life expectancy was a lot lower.
Lower, yeah.
So
the life expectancy was probably, what, in their 60s?
Lower,
70s?
like in their 50s.
Really?
Yeah, it was, well, I mean, not quite as bad as back in like colonial times where it was like in their 40s. But yeah, it was like 50s, 60s.
Right. But guys, so this is actually the full tomb of where she is placed in. She is right behind that door. But the weird thing about what's actually behind this door is there is a ton of cement behind it.
It's a heavy door.
Yeah, it is a pretty heavy door. That's an authentic door. That was the door that was placed here when her family put her in here. But yeah, this is all cement. As you can see, it's untouched. The reason why there is a cement wall here is because, like the same story with Bathsheba Sherman, there was a lot of vandalism that went on. There were actually people that got in and tampered with her actual grave and in her tomb. And because of the history of this place, and because Exeter is one of the most famous haunted towns in New England, they said, you know what, this is a historical landmark, we need to keep this preserved and safe, and they barricaded it up, and it looks like it's worked pretty well.
Yeah, I'm not getting through that.
I don't think anybody's getting through that. There's so much history here that's not even talked about, especially like in schools here too.
Did you hear that?
There's rattling in there.
Yeah, there was like what? You heard that, right?
I heard it again. I heard it again in here. Now there are holes that are up here too. There is a ton of like little cracks and holes that you might be able to put stuff in. And actually,
yeah, it could be possible that there's like an animal that got in there.
Yeah, definitely. And that's big enough for like a chipmunk or a squirrel, you know?
Yeah, but that sounded like a.
That sounded like a door. It sounded like a creak.
Listen. Get the camera here, because this is exactly what it sounded like. It just sounded just like this.
It did. And it could just be an animal.
It could be.
We don't know. I mean, that's the whole part of investigating. You know, you hear a lot of noises, but I did hear what you heard.
Yeah.
I did hear, because I paused. This place is just overgrown with vines and trees, and I like that they don't trim any of this. I like that they don't, because it keeps that creepy, eerie feeling, especially at night.
Yeah.
And that's when we felt the most.
Yeah, when it gets pitch black out here, it's definitely something else.
It is.
It's another animal.
For now, I think what we're probably gonna do is let's run a spirit box session. Let's see if anybody wants to talk. And
I'm gonna move this REM pod because we heard that.
You wanna move it closer?
That's me. I'm gonna move it behind the door.
I like that idea, actually.
I'm gonna move it behind the door. I'm gonna place it right there. Oh. Already getting.
It's already hitting.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, what is it? 5 minutes into the investigation, we've already gotten.
Yeah.
That.
I'm gonna test something too. So I have like a little stone here. It's obsidian. I'm not quite sure what it means or does, but I'm gonna put it next to the REM pod to see if maybe that's some sort of energy source that she might be able to use, because it does have energy connected to it.
I have a quartz.
Yeah, I mean, these stones do have energy in them. You're able to charge them, which I do with my stuff that I have, and especially like bracelets and stuff that Cindy gave us. But yeah, I mean, I think that might be a good little experiment to see if maybe
could be like a channeling
happens.
of an energy for her or something.
Yeah, so we're gonna run a quick spirit box session really quick, and we're gonna see if the REM pod starts going off more, because if it does, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Mercy, are you awake now? So long story short, we were talking to some man, not quite sure who, and apparently Mercy is asleep right now. So we were asking if we can talk to her, No, asleep, no. And we didn't get any specific names except maybe like Ruby or something.
No, it's Corey.
Corey, yeah, Corey. Is anybody here? Kevin.
Serena?
Serena, yeah. I understand this is a cemetery and there's a lot of people here, but we want to speak to Mercy Brown. Is she here? We're going to speak to the Brown family. Are they here?
Not sure.
Not sure. Look around?
Look around, maybe? Yeah, I heard that.
We're looking. I mean, we seem to be right next to a tomb. Can Mercy come over here and speak to us? A little? Alright, I'm just going to ask you a question quickly. Would you be able to answer it? No.
Yeah, I heard that. That was a
man. Alright, so Mercy, it said that your heart was thrown into these woods here, and everybody thought you were a vampire. Is that true? Not bad. I heard not bad. 11. Was I correct? Did that happen? Carolyn. She died. Is there a care line here? Right
Behind?
behind Sydney.
What the hell was that?
Where do you want us to be? Leave? I'll turn. Leaving now. Clear as day. Leaving now. I'm just gonna ask you a bunch of questions, okay? Can I say it?
Can I say, yeah.
Yeah, you want to ask us a question? Do you want to ask us the questions? Walk out.
Woods?
Private. For Mercy Brown and Mercy Brown only, how old was she when she died?
That's not the right answer.
It's not.
If what you're saying is true, is the age that's written on her headstone, is that false? Did she not actually pass away at 19? She was 20 years old?
I guess you're right. You heard that, right? I guess you're right. Run away. Why do you want us to run away? Do you like visitors here?
Turn back.
Turn back. Back again. Is Edward here? Father?
What was her father's name?
Didn't say it. What was the father's name? Turn around.
No, that was a name.
Do you want us to walk that way? No, and then a no.
Yes or no?
A woman said no and a man said
that
yes.
just said this way though.
Do you want us to go that way?
To go to the REM pod and point the light in the direction you want us to go. If you can do that, please do it.
Do you know what this device is right here? This red light? A light? Indicator.
Yeah.
So
That's
yes,
right.
this is an indicator to show where you are. Can you come over this way? And all you have to do is put your hand or put some sort of energy towards it. And it's gonna blink and flash all these colors. It can't hurt you. It will not hurt you in any way, shape, or form. It's gonna show us where you are so we can see you. It's not hurting me at all. I'm holding it, I'm putting it down. I'm not sure if that's legit. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try something. Yeah.
Yeah, read don't.
Did it say read don't?
That said read don't.
And now it's holding it. Why are you telling me not to do it? It doesn't hurt. Behind the grave?
I don't know if we can get back there.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Do you want us to go that way?
Go left?
No, go where you went last. Where you went
Which
last. It was that way. It said where you went last. All right,
Technically you were facing this way, so this would be left.
yeah.
So it could have been either or.
Alright, we're walking. It's Reed. Did you hear that?
Yep, and then I heard Troy.
Well done.
It said bedtime.
Bedtime, did it?
Yeah.
Mercy, are you over here?
And me at this.
And me?
And me. Mercy.
Mary,
George.
There's another one there and another one here. Are any of the family here willing to talk with us? If so, what's your name?
Here across the.
Here across. Oh, over here maybe. To the left, remember?
Oh yes,
Are
that's
you over there?
7 gold.
7.
7 golds, that was radio.
Oh.
Are you over there? Wait, actually, I want to see something. How many browns are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 across.
Yes, something across something. 7.
Yeah.
There's 2 there. They just said 7 again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We looked at these graves earlier that we showed you. There are 7 people buried here with the last name Brown. Okay, we're here now. Are you in this front row that wants to speak to us? Are you this grave? Mary? What about here? Do you want to speak? Here.
Here.
Okay,
Who is it?
so let's get some names.
Everett.
Everett Brown. Okay, Everett. Hey, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Hey.
That was a female's voice.
Everett, what is your connection to Mercy? Where? Jesus Christ. That's what did it say? Fire? What did it say?
I'm here.
Did it?
That's the same voice that we got last time. The I'm here.
Oh shit. Everett, are you the Everett, Edward, it might have been Everett.
Was it Everett?
Hold on, we gotta look at some dates here, hold on. Born 1863.
So he lived
1892.
1892. So he
He's a
lived
brother.
through that.
He's the brother. He has to be.
No, he was.
No, because think about it. Mary was born 1861.
No, but that wouldn't make sense. It's got to be like an uncle or a cousin or something because the father.
He was born in the 40s.
Right.
Oh, but he could have had Mary, he could have had Mercy and him within the time. Because think about it, 1861, she died when she was 20, 1872, and 1863. This could be her brother. This could be the Edward that we've been talking about.
Maybe his name's not actually Edward.
Maybe it's
Everett.
not. Everett, did you use a fake name because you were scared to show your real identity? Everett, are you here? Why
Why are you doing this?
Yeah. Why are you doing something? The reason why we're doing this, and you know what? This is for the viewers too. I'll say this for the viewers too. The reason why we do this is not because it's, say, mainstream YouTube, or say it's because of any reason like that for content creation. I personally do this for the history side of it. I'm a huge history geek, but we do this because we have the opportunity to, because we are in an area where there's so much haunted stuff and a lot of people's houses are haunted and stuff happens around Cumberland a lot. You know, we had the opportunity to go to these places and document what actually happens in these places. People that say, oh, I hear rocks being thrown in the water. Next thing you know, it happens to us. And we can say that that's real. And that's why we do it. If you want to know the real reason why we do it, that's why we do it. We do it because we enjoy it. Do you like that we do it? Great.
Let's give them a little bit of time. Let's let them get like their energy up or something.
Yeah.
And maybe we can try something else. I kind of want to do an Estes behind the door. Like maybe have me behind the door and you ask
that flash
questions.
screen.
Did that really?
That flash screen.
Did it?
Yep.
I didn't even get it on
That
camera.
flash screen. I fucking saw it.
I didn't even get it.
No shot, dude. And we're talking about taking a break for a minute, and he's like, nope. Come over here.
How about not?
I've been watching that light the whole
I know,
time, dude.
I know. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have this sit here. And I'm gonna let it watch the REM pod while we wait.
If there's anybody here willing to communicate with us, my name is Reed. Person with the headphones on is Troy. And we just want to talk to you and hear your story.
That isn't all of us.
Do you want to hear your story as well? Do you want to tell us your story? Is that what you're willing to do?
Go with her.
Go with her. Where is she?
Me?
Yes, you. Where are you?
Behind?
Behind?
Inside?
Inside.
Yes.
Okay, well, in order, you know, we can't get inside, unfortunately. It's sealed off. Can you come out here so we can hear you?
Open that.
We can't. If we do that, we're going to be, honestly, probably prosecuted for for vandalism.
Don't care.
Well, we do. This is going to work really well, I think, tonight, guys. This experiment's always good.
Open.
We can't. I'm
that.
sorry. Are you trapped in there? Is that why you want us to open?
Is it locked?
It's cemented off. We can't. It's impossible to get in. Only squirrels and chipmunks can because of the holes in the wall. Are you able to crawl out?
Help me?
Are you trapped in there, Mercy? Is there someone?
Yes.
You're trapped? Is your body in there?
Mercy.
Mercy. Okay. Mercy, is any of your family here? Can they come over here and speak to us? Or are they asleep?
Family.
Family.
Leader. We're okay.
I'm glad you're
George.
okay. George, that is the father of Mercy and Mary.
About?
Mercy, did you have any brothers?
The father.
Did you have any brothers?
Yeah.
How many brothers did you have?
2?
2. It said you had a sister, right?
No.
No. Did you have a sister?
Move now.
Move now. Where do you want me to
Reed.
move or Troy? Okay, where do you want
Have
me to go?
Reed move.
Where do you want me to go?
I think that's right.
You think it's right for me to move? I'll move. Where do you want me to go? Do you want me to
Bed.
stand? Bed? Well, my bed is pretty far away from here.
Sleep.
Do you want me to fall asleep here?
Go to sleep.
Here? Do you want me to fall asleep here?
Yes. On the floor?
Unfortunately, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not able to stay all night. Do you want Troy?
Yes.
Something just knocked up against the wall.
Lay down.
I'm relaxed right now, I think. I'm pretty relaxed. Can you come over here and sit next to me? Can you touch the REM pod?
Alright.
Alright, cool. Yeah, come over here. Come touch
This?
Yeah, this right here. This red light. Can you come touch it?
Trying.
You're trying to? You gotta use your energy. It's not gonna hurt you. You know that, right?
Liar.
I'm not lying. I'm honest. Watch, you want me to do it first?
No.
Okay. I won't. You've been-
Eternal damnation.
Eternal damnation. I want him
Left.
to the viewers at home. Eternal damnation. Does that mean eternal damage? That you're always hurt? You're always hurting from what happened? Is that what it means? I'm not sure what it means. Anybody at home that knows, please let us know.
We talked about it.
We talked about it. I don't think we did. Did we talk about it tonight?
No.
When did we talk about it?
9?
Like
Troy.
Troy. What about Troy? Is there something you want to tell Troy?
His hair.
What about his hair? He can hear you right now. What?
Are they talking about my hair?
Now they are.
Are they talking about my hair?
Now they are.
Dude, because all I heard was Troy, and I was like, okay. And then I heard his hair.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's kind of freaky
Reed.
being out here. Yes, hello, that's me. I think they're camera shy. I don't think they want to hear their voice. I don't think they want their voices heard out loud.
One place.
One place. What place? Can you tell me the place?
Behind. Sick.
They were sick. Yes, I know they were sick. Did they die of yellow fever?
Search results.
Search results. What do you mean search results? What search results? Was there a lab done? What the fuck?
Fever.
Holy dude, I just heard a voice. Dude, what the fuck? Yellow fever, right?
Yellow.
Yellow fever, okay. Your family died of yellow fever. Now, for people who don't know about yellow fever, in that time frame of the 1800s, that was very common. Do you know what year it is?
Leave.
I'm sorry if that was disrespectful, but do you know what year it is?
I think you got this all wrong.
What do you mean I got this all wrong? I'm just here to talk to you. I just want to get to know you. If you're 100...
I'm dead. Try.
Try what? You said try twice now.
Voice.
My voice? What about my voice? Or your voice?
Play voice.
Play voice. Do you want us to use a voice recorder?
That.
That? You want us to use that? Yes?
Try.
Try it? Okay, we will try it. We will try it when the time comes, okay? And say hi to you.
Sleep.
You would like us to sleep?
Now.
We can do that. We're gonna go to bed when the time comes, when we go home. To our homes. Because this is your home.
Okay.
Who am I speaking to right now? Is it still Mercy?
Forcive.
Forcive. Forcive.
Force of something. I couldn't really make it out. It said force of something. Try it.
Try the voice recorder.
We're all watching.
What the? Are you behind the camera?
No.
Are you in the tomb?
You know where.
I don't think I do know where, actually. Where are you?
Get up, Reed.
Okay, listen.
Out of the barn?
Out of the barn? What barn? Right now.
I won't be here long.
Okay. What's your name, though? What is your name? I want to know who we're speaking to.
No.
Why not? I just want to know who
It's
you
Reed. I used to
You used to what?
cry. Lost.
You were lost? Were you confused of what was going on? Around you? My what? Your what?
Child?
Child? Did Mercy Brown have a child?
Uh-huh.
Were you pregnant when you were killed? I might have mixed up the story.
Try.
Do you want us to pull out the voice recorder right now?
Do it.
Okay. Troy. So basically, guys, to answer the question if Mercy Brown was pregnant, whether or not, we did some pretty extensive research going through pages and pages on Google, and there is no record of it. There's no record of her having any children. To answer the question as well of how old she was confirmed to be 19 years old when she passed away. And honestly, it's a big mystery case. A lot of what I saw, at least online, was she was the first ever female vampire. And there were two female vampires before her that are known. But their bodies, actually no, I'm sorry, two vampires that were known before her. But their bodies were never kept. They were decomposed. But with her, she is the only body to actually be fully preserved. And it's also said that her body was filled up with blood from her organs after she died. So there was still blood moving in and out of her organs, which doesn't really make sense if her heart was ripped out. but this is what scientists say. So very interesting, very cool to actually talk to Mercy Brown. And I don't know, man. It's a good spot. It's a good spot for anybody local in Rhode Island or New England. If you really want to hit a spot where there's a lot of history and a lot of background that really isn't known, and also a lot of information that isn't shared to the world yet. If you want to come here, it's the Chestnut Hill Cemetery. It's a Rhode Island historical cemetery. Please be sure to come here and let us know your experiences. And I think all around it was a good video. I think all around it was a solid experience here. This is our fourth time here. Yeah. And I think tonight we got a lot of clear-cut answers, and we're just excited to share this video to you guys. Remember, next week, Pierce Mansion will be dropping Friday at 2 p.m. So be on the watch for that. Let us know in the comments of what you liked about the video, what you think we should fix, what you disliked, and anything else you got, Troy?
Yeah, I can think of one thing.
What?
Peace out, great fan.